You're listening to the Mid-20s Crisis with me, Mark Shudbolt.
And me, Ben Pouncer.
Yeah.
No, thanks. Right, I'm sorry, YouTube. I made my first YouTube cock-up in that I didn't turn the microphone
on. Not your first, you did one last week
Right,
too.
my second, but the first of today. So, Mark was telling a really good story and I've interrupted him by telling him that the microphone wasn't turned on.
Yeah.
But now, he's going to tell you a really good story. I've slightly overhyped it.
Well, no, it's just that, the one comment we got on our last video... I need to explain to people that the reason they're getting this extra content is because they're watching on YouTube.
Because they're charming
and
YouTube.
because they subscribed, if they know what's good for them.
Yep, too many
threats
too early.
Sorry.
The threats are too early.
Sorry. And they've liked and left their own comments, presumably.
Yeah, myriads of them.
Last time, the only thing we got was a comment that said we were wankers, I believe.
I didn't do much for my self-esteem, I've got to be really honest.
But that was my colleague, Rodrigo.
Well, I didn't know at the time. I just thought there was a stranger.
Yeah.
So I retorted.
Retorted.
I was really friendly though.
You were. You acted very well. We must never get in any feuds with anyone.
No.
Because he's got a very highly successful in terms of views video.
Yeah.
But widely hated by its viewers.
That's us. That's what we're aspiring for.
No, we want to be widely unhated.
Widely unhated.
Widely ambivalent, at least, to the masses.
Yeah.
Well, it was a tutorial, an introduction to a rubbish font program.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to find that word, but a font program. When he was just going, I don't know what I'm doing, just clicking around hopelessly, and everyone hates it.
Sweet.
And they said, things like, my nan could have done a better tutorial, which maybe they would have done if they'd had practice. But get your nan to run a YouTube channel and get her to like and subscribe.
You're not addressing the right people.
No, not
right.
People's nans. Right. Okay. So now you're going to get to see us start the podcast, and you'll see us on our little break between
you
actually doing.
You lucky lot. You lucky lot. Mark is in charge of starting the recording tonight.
Am I?
So he's going to do it flawlessly.
Right. Well, just between you and me, YouTubers, I'm going to really change my attitude as soon as we go into this podcast.
Well, is that... Hello and welcome to the Mid-20s Crisis. Mark's refusing to contribute. It's going to be a pretty one-sided show. YouTube has seen him already, so don't just harumph into the microphone.
Tell them I'm not talking to them.
Right, this is going to go nowhere. Today's topic is about fitness, and I'm hoping Mark is going to really buck up his ideas. No, we're not doing asides. I'm not doing asides.
Tell them I'm not talking to them because no one commented for us to do a video every day, okay?
No one, no emails.
No, we had no responses, okay?
Right.
So I'm not talking to them.
Okay, so...
Listeners.
Okay, right. So today's topic is fitness. You've really hamstrung me for not managing to email at all because Mark has taken it really, really personally.
I thought I threatened you enough.
Clearly not. You need to up the ante.
Right. Well, we've got one listener in the room, Claudia Vesey. Even she didn't comment.
Even she didn't email. Let's victimise her specifically.
So right now, because of you people, Claudia feels really guilty. Okay. So I'm just a bit of a strop with you at the moment.
That's a twofold reaction to a very negative event that you caused, frankly.
Yeah, exactly. So we're talking about fitness this week. In the second half, of course, everyone remembers our brand new policy about how we're allowed to do what we want in the first half. I'm really getting my way.
Right, but you're really rubbing their noses in it. You need to just back it up a few ounces.
Yeah, sorry. Isn't it horrible when people go, I love my fans, I couldn't do it without my fans.
That is the worst, isn't it?
I'm so humbled by these millions of people that love me.
I think someone was saying, why shouldn't you be nice to them? And imagine if we came on microphone and went, thank you so much for even considering to listen to me on the bus or when you were near the toilet and dropped your phone in the toilet and it was okay to listen to us then.
When would we be truly thankful for someone to listen to us?
Heart surgery, mid-heart surgery. If you were grooving to us.
As a surgeon?
As a surgeon performing heart surgery.
That'd be quite nice. Or
I think that would be horrific.
On hearing dreadful news of a death for close.
I know where I'll go.
Yeah. I'll listen to...
I'll be screeched at by Mark and Ben.
Or if we die, I suppose.
Memorial.
Yeah, if we die in a podcasting related accident.
God.
Ben's ridiculous apparatus.
You be quiet about this apparatus.
We're set up for YouTube, as I think we've banged on about already.
Yeah.
But Ben's spent, I think, 2 days crafting an ambience.
No, this is our whole vibe, man. We're like shoestring YouTubers.
You've driven your beloved girlfriend to distraction.
No, it's fine.
She's very tired.
It's really good. No, that's beside the point, and possibly was already the case. I've just got a few little lights going on in here because I thought the lighting in our last video was a little bit drab,
It was a bit-
so I wanted to really up the ante.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is upped. The ante is up.
It's upped hugely.
We're not going to
Although I didn't buy anything, bar this fantastic piece of kit that cost me £8 from Amazon. Also, I'm going very cheap on everything I buy, which is why the tripod was so poor last time.
This
It
is
sank.
that sturdy. That's
Yeah.
an improvement, definitely.
Sturdiness is on the up with the Mark and Ben mid-20s crisis. How have you
Definitely.
been? Are you well?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Managing okay?
No.
No?
Well, life's difficult at the moment. Don't
Is
want to
it
talk about
tough?
it. I still don't want to talk about it. So.
Feeling puffed out by your existence?
Yeah.
Aren't you doing some chasing around?
I'm chasing around. Oh, well, this week's theme is fitness.
I do.
I've cancelled a run actually today.
Oh no.
I was planning on coming in here being like, well, I've already done a run.
Guess
today.
what I've done, fella? I've been on an absolute blind of a run.
Yeah, but
But-
I've cancelled it.
Cancelled it.
Get
Why
the-
did you get home too late?
Yeah, just to get
Get yourself-
podcasting earlier. I
Right.
thought I might be puffed out.
Well, it's absolutely brilliant. Claudia's now very worried about ambient noise.
Just doing some cooking.
So, well, that's. I'm sorry to hear that, but maybe you'll squeeze it in on another day, another little run, another little day,
Yeah, well-
another day, another dollar.
No, maybe I'm just going to be paralysed when I try and do
That's
my
it.
half marathon.
Because you've missed.
Yeah.
You missed that one.
Missed
that was
a
the
day.
key training session
Yeah,
where you were supposed to have the epiphany.
no gain, no pain.
No gain, no gain, no pain.
One thing I wanted to mention is we're also doing a horse sub theme, aren't we?
Yes, you do keep saying that. It's quite alarming.
I like the idea of doing a horse sub theme
Yeah. Okay.
because I mean,
Mark's decided he's gone. The theme has gone so well on that, so we better introduce another component.
no, but there's no pressure. But I think we're only allowed to make puns based on that during our
Oh
interchanges.
gosh. I was just going to rant on about my
Horses. No, you're not allowed to talk about horses.
just puns.
Yeah. Well, you're not already naysaying, are you?
Oh
Oh.
God.
That's the only one I've had in the pipeline.
Oh god. So we've got the rest of the. I'll have to be on the.
Yeah, we're
On
going to have
the
a mare.
hoof.
Absolute mare. On the
Yes!
Don't shout when people turn the podcast like that. Right, let me have a look at my little points. We've had a letter. We've had something in the post sent to our PO box.
Yeah. So we haven't had any emails that say please, please, please record for every day for a month, whatever we said.
Yeah.
We haven't had any emails, but we have had a handwritten letter. Are you
Yeah.
going to open it
You
live?
can hear me opening it.
There it is. Oh, YouTube, pay attention. I would do a zoom in, but I don't know how to do it. So.
It says, "Thank you for the podcast" on the front. As on YouTube, they can see.
That's clear. Clearly, it doesn't say
It
that.
says, no, it does say that.
Okay.
It says, "Thank you for the podcast."
You mean they custom made a card that says "Thank you for the podcast"?
Yeah,
it's not a
because-
Hallmark standard, is it?
No, it's not
Thank you for
standard.
the podcast.
It's. I think it's haute couture. Okay.
Right.
It says, "Dear Mark and somewhat Ben,
Right. I don't know why they've made that.
thank you for making such a good podcast.
Oh, that's very positive.
It's changed my life,
Change your life.
and as a result, I've decided to release a new range of
Yes.
homemade, bespoke greetings
Greetings
cards
cards.
saying thank you for the podcast for other such occasions
That's
because I was so
fantastic.
struck. It's still going.
Right.
Because I was so struck by the originality and engagingness
Yep.
of your podcast
Yes.
that I had to come up with an entire business to
Oh,
support
well, fantastic. We'll sell them on Etsy for him.
it. We will.
Or her.
Well,
Who's it from?
it's from former England and Manchester United number 8, Paul Scholes.
Is it?
Yeah. That's what it says at the
Paul
bottom.
Scholes has sent us.
We can't confirm if it's the real Paul Scholes, but that is what it says at the bottom of the letter.
Okay, well that's good. I'm really pleased about that, mate. And you should be pleased as well. We're all part of the process.
I'm really pleased.
Congratulations. Thank you all the listeners. Loyal. We've launched a new business on the back of this fantastic
Yeah,
podcast.
and thank you, Paul.
And thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
Paul Scholes.
For your valuable contribution.
Contribution to midfield.
And if you want to write to
England
us,
2004.
yeah,
As a punt.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know when you're retired. Wouldn't worry about
Probably boring.
it. Oh Christ. Oh yeah. If you did want to write to us, you could do the markandben@gmail.com.
Please write to us.
Yeah. Write a physical letter to us through email.
Yeah, and
That'd
then
be nice.
scan it.
You know,
Or fax it. Can you fax to email these days? No.
probably.
Probably.
In one of our earlier podcasts,
Mhm.
I think it was the second one we ever did.
Yes.
The first thing we ended up speaking about was if you were in an all-night garage,
Yes.
would you call the person in that garage by their first name?
And
Why
all
did-
my- I remember this, yes.
And his name was Gus or something, right?
Oh my god, Mark's disappeared. That's not able to be covered up on YouTube. You do just run out of frame.
Well, I've lost my newspaper. Oh.
No, don't worry, it'll be fine. I do remember that, the All Night Garage, the the ever
Yeah.
constant issue of whether or not you can call them by their first
I
name.
wonder how we went so divergent so quickly.
Yeah, I don't know whether we were. I think we just had way too much to talk about, so
Yeah.
we found ourselves spiralling into madness.
I want to talk about a garage. There's something very comforting about all-night garages, though, aren't there?
Fluorescent lighting, not sure. Although,
Yeah.
boosts. I've never bought a boost in any other
Yeah.
place.
There
Delicious.
There were some people on the bus that stank of Red Bull.
That's not.
It's a weird
the
thing
one.
to stink of, isn't
Yeah.
it? But it reminded me of like early years in university
Mm.
where I would drink lots of Red Bull because,
Really?
well, to make myself not fall asleep out of boredom from what I was actually doing, which was out.
Oh right, so you'd go and socialise, but the only way you could continue to participate was to load up on taurine.
Yeah, which is bull semen. I
Bull
believe.
semen. I don't. That can't be true.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. It's hormones from a bull, isn't it?
Well, you don't want to drink a can of hormones, do we? I don't want to do that.
Do I want to tell this story?
Yes, almost certainly.
Well,
And it will edit it out. I can't edit it out of that because it's too hard.
oh, it's going to go in. Okay.
It's in.
The other day, I was walking home with Margot from the train back
Yes.
home, and she got something out of her bag. I thought she was getting a little chewing gum. I was like, "Can I have one?"
Yeah.
But actually, it was her. She takes medication to have a type of medicine that only girls have.
Yes.
And I felt really embarrassed. Like, "Can I have it?" She's like, "You can if you want. I don't know if you'll grow a pair of boobs or something."
You were really low on progesterone,
Yeah.
desperate to get it in your body.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was a bit weird.
That is a bit.
She also
weird.
mentioned that
Oh,
day.
it's nice that she offered them up though. That's
Yeah, you
nice.
can have one if you want.
Very generous.
I'm not sure what it would do.
Not. I think for one little one, you
Mm.
wouldn't get much. I think there's estrogen chickpeas.
But I don't think it gives you estrogen, does it? I don't know.
It's a.
We're wildly out of our depth.
I'm going for all the female hormones I know, so I can sort of spread bet that
Yeah.
I get one of them.
Venus flytrap.
No, that's not a
No.
hormone.
Okay.
I don't think you think that's a hormone either.
I do think that's a hormone. I do think that's a hormone.
That is what I think. You okay?
I want to be more louche, but I'm
Don't, you're
worried.
way too far from the
Oh, I want to be
microphone.
louche.
Don't all sit back there. You've got to be engaged. Also, I'm sitting on a little block of wood. You're on a lovely, great sofa.
Yeah, but I don't like it.
What? Why? Do you want to sit on a block of wood? We'll change.
I'm
We'll
camouflaged.
change on the advert.
All right, we're changing.
We'll
that.
change tops as well.
Okay. Yeah.
There, you've really
We'll change outfits.
you built your own hammock on that one.
Um,
That's an expression.
What that night, just after that conversation about me asking Margot not for a chewing gum.
Yep.
She for some reason it just occurred to her. She's like, "Isn't it weird how when Beyonce breaks up with someone, the first thing she thinks to do is do a choreography about it?
Do a quick choreography.
It's a weird reaction, isn't it? And then to sing about how you don't need a man.
Yeah. There's your box on the left.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? If someone broke up with me, I wouldn't do.
I would make a huge diss track.
Yeah. Would you?
Yeah, definitely.
Have a go, freestyle. boom, 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 boom.
You thought you were cool when you were eating loads of vegetables, and I thought I was cool and it wasn't.
Nothing was a vegetable, does it?
I start myself up in a really hard place.
Oh, animal, vegetable, mineral. You could have gone through it like
Yeah.
that. Well,
Damn.
we're not in the rap game.
No.
Well, I am obviously, but
Of course you are.
gang represent.
Don't
free
just
scripts.
stop. There's not been a podcast for ages where you haven't squeezed that in. It's unbelievable.
I like squeezing that in. Oh.
It's terrifying. Why are you feeling depressed?
What button do I press to make that be in normal numbers?
I'll do it for you.
Don't worry, everyone. We're just doing a very small piece of.
No, vamp
It
with
doesn't matter.
unrelated.
Oh,
You've got to
vamp
say,
unrelated.
you've got to say interesting things.
I've got
happened to
a
you.
fact. No, I've not got a fact. Listen to this headline: Evening Standard. Have you read this thing?
No.
It's horrible. It's just constant death, knife violence everywhere.
Right.
But on this one, right? It's made a very specific. It's gone with a very specific angle on this nightclub being closed, right? A
Right.
lap dancing club.
Yep.
And it goes lap dancing club that survived the Blitz and inspired film. You think, oh well, that sounds like a good place.
Yeah,
That's
I
really
like it.
historical.
Yeah.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
Faces closure after sting by women's rights groups. Don't you just
Oh.
hate women's rights?
Who will they come in? Oh, they're probably all wearing sort of high-necked cardigans and old
Prudes.
smelly little shoes, little blocky, comfortable shoes. Oh, you bunch of old ladies!
Just because there's flagrant disregard of the no touching rule. That's the
Flagrant.
only reason.
That's the only reason. That's all it took to take a place that survived the Blitz. We're talking Jerry's bombs. It's survived.
An inspired film.
And film. So the two things that I love and hate most: the Jerry's and film. And this thing survived them both. And who comes in? Mrs. Plum Cardigan.
Yeah.
Hook nose, plum cardigan.
Lesbians.
Let's be fair now. Lesbians.
That was an ironic joke. I don't think
please
that was
don't tell us off.
What I think is weird is that they've gone, oh well, you know, it survived the Blitz.
Yeah, it's a
and
weird comparison.
But I mean, and films have been made about it. But you know, so did Hitler.
Yeah.
Hitler survived the Blitz. Hitler's had films. He's inspired films.
That's a weird thing
Doesn't
to
mean
throw
feminine.
up against women's rights being.
Although weirdly, feminists don't have much of a problem with Hitler, do they?
No, well,
Not specifically.
Not specifically.
So,
I think they, as
so maybe they're not okay after all.
Right. I think that as a defence is a bad one.
That was a joke, right? Just because I know we're in 2018, you've got to make that sort of thing clear.
Yeah, can't touch women these days. You might get sued.
Touch women?
Right?
No, I don't think you should.
Well, you shouldn't, should you? But sometimes asking for it. Scantily clad.
Well, like scantily asking for it.
Scantily had.
Let's move on.
Sorry.
But isn't that weird? But like, just this whole paper, right? It's just.
I think I'm going to get into character comedy. That was a character called.
It's a very good character.
Barry
Wank.
Wandering. Barry Wank. And Matthew Milk's coming on soon.
Hello,
Look,
my name's Matthew Milk.
this one's about sex pests. This one's about acid attacks.
No one needs that in their life, do they? All of those-
Murder, knife to death.
But you don't need a great anthology of all that horrible stuff that's happened. Mudslides. That should be fun, shouldn't it?
Yeah, sounds
That
fun,
should
but
be
it
fun.
isn't. There was actually a feature on Radio 2 when Russell Brand was on it, and it was "Sounds nice is nasty."
Yeah.
That was one of their
Mudslides.
Yeah, mudslides is
That
definitely.
sounds really fun.
So is kidnapping.
Yeah.
It's kidnapping. Oh,
lovely.
lovely.
Yeah.
But in reality, not
Hemorrhoids.
How does that sound nice? Hemmer.
Hemmer on your dress. Hem it up.
Oh yeah, true.
Roids. Get it all nice and fussily.
Because of fitness.
Because of fitness. And we're back. And we don't have to.
You don't have to be
you don't have to be on top of it. We are anyway because we're
Shit,
such professionals.
I've not done any horse themes.
Don't worry.
I'm knackered.
Yeah. Sort of.
Glue.
That's just a word.
Sorry. Grand National.
Yeah. I think you misunderstood pun for naming word association.
Sorry.
Well, I think it was nice, mate. It was nice where it lasted.
I've got more
worry.
things.
Just frantically look down at your paper.
No,
No?
I haven't got more
No.
things. You got any points?
No. I realised I've made plenty of points,
But they're all about fitness.
all about fitness. So I'm going to be bang into the next topic.
Let's hit them hard.
Blimey, crikey Moses.
Just remember, so after the little break you're going to get,
Yep.
well, we're going to be talking. I'm going to be asking Ben about what he thinks about being sexy in general.
Yep.
What we're going to talk about running,
Excellent.
about different ways to get fit,
Yes.
swimming. We're going to talk about the NHS. We're going to give you proper take-home consumer advice.
I am going to give you a little. I picked a couple of case studies of fantastic fitness people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you a little chat about, and I'm going to make some 101 fitness mistakes.
Oh.
I'm going to give you some details.
You're going to talk down to people.
Detail, yeah, because I'm so fit.
And
And we're going to see how many press-ups Mark can do.
Oh, crikey.
That'll be an extra YouTube bit. So if you want to see that, log on to www.youtube. Spelled what? Yeah, you know.
Don't do that joke again.
It's not funny.
The youtube.com. Go to youtube.com because also you'll now get to see what we do in the 9 seconds between us doing the...
Yeah.
Don't do the /
No, sorry, I was just...
So yeah, anyway, if you're not watching this on YouTube and you're listening,
But
try
if you
and
are,
get
you're
us on
a good
YouTube.
guy.
With the Mark and Ben on YouTube. Right, I'm not going to...
Super duper.
F. Right,
Spacebar. Spacebar!
lovely.
So this is a little bit of YouTube content just there, so don't worry about it. Now, I'm just going to make sure the mic's still on.
Just between you and me, YouTube, that letter wasn't actually from Paul Scholes.
There's no way that anyone believed it anyway.
They might have done. You
They-
can't prove that they didn't.
That's true.
This
It's
is-
very true.
I'm-
Maybe I'm... Are you going straight on?
No.
Having a break.
Well,
We're on YouTube, so
We're
if
still
you want to be on
YouTube.
YouTube, you're very welcome to come on over, Valerie.
Some sweet potato fry.
More than anything.
I might have like a little snack of that. That might be lovely. NHS Fitness.
Not
This is not good YouTube content.
This is fantastic YouTube content.
Ah, shit, I want that one because it looks nice and burnt.
Shall I leave? I'll leave you some.
No, don't worry, we can't eat on mic.
No, we're probably allowed to eat on camera.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
isn't it?
Shit.
This is behind the curtain, man. You'd be very lucky if you were watching this.
Get fit for free. That's what it was.
I reckon
Walk everywhere.
we're doing a competition. If you'd like to be personally trained by me and Mark for 6 weeks we're going to offer an hour a session for 6 weeks. Write in, and we'll do a lucky draw. Because literally no one will write, so we won't have to do it. But if you do, we'll train you.
Yeah, train you up to be one
be-
of our own.
Yeah,
You're part
exactly
of the
like
wolf
us. And if you come and you're already fitter than us, we'll mug you.
Good idea. Right
If you-
then,
Yeah. What?
let's go back to the podcast, shall we?
Back to the podcast, baby.
Back to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
We're very dour on the podcast.
Oh yes, we really turn it down for the podcast.
But do you enjoy that bit of music between listeners?
It's lovely music.
Wonder who? Wow, that's a joint masterpiece between me and CV.
Yeah, Shabot was a composer originally on the keyboard.
Can't
That is
we-
looking very angry. About it.
No, but I listened to the original one.
Yeah,
Today.
it's excellent.
It's really funny. It's so stupid. I mean, it would be better if I knew what I was doing at the time because I really get lost towards the end. I just press anything in front of me.
That's for our hardcore fans. If you haven't heard that bit, you need to go all the way back to episode 1 to 5. I think then we abandoned the...
Probably, yeah. Then Claude stepped in. Right, let's talk about fitness.
Boom! For example, Mark's bulging bicep
You feeling fit at
is
the
not an
moment?
example. Not really. I've been cycling to work, which is my New Year's res.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I've got a little tick box board.
Yeah.
So when I do a good cycle to work, I get a tick box, and I'm competing with Claudia Bessie to see how many ticks we get a week.
Who's winning?
Claudia.
Oh.
It's pretty adversarial.
She's reacted aggressively to that. Oh, well, that's nice.
But it's really good. I really like cycling. I am veganuary as well. So, but it's actually making me feel worse because I'm not eating enough to fuel my trip on the bike.
What, your
So I
masses and masses of pizza aren't helping?
And they're not helping at all.
Will you cut down?
Yeah, I've been vegan for a little while. Keep eating biscuits by accident. Like walking around the office, suddenly eating a coconut biscuit.
A biscuit's got...
Milk powder. Who knew?
Oh, for crying out
Everyone
loud.
apparently, because they all go, "No, that's not vegan."
Suddenly everyone becomes an expert, don't they?
Bloody experts! I
Well-
pushed someone down a mine shaft.
Did you?
That's just a separate confession.
How
not
is
to
it
do with
working down pit?
It's pretty good actually. It's not too bad. I don't know what everyone was moaning about
Yeah, you really
back in the 90s, 80s, 70s.
And
Too young to know that.
there are horses down there as well.
No, there aren't.
Sometimes.
Let's do our first fitness thing.
Oh,
For example, do you want to hear something about fitness?
you alright?
So I did a little look into a lovely lady called Miss Kayla. She's
She sounds Australian.
She's exactly Australian.
That's so stupid.
So she is a fantastic... I actually don't know her full name, which is a poor item on my part.
Michaela?
Yeah, sure. Who? Itsness, isn't it? It's like spelled like itsness. Right, so it's Itsness Kayla. Got it.
Her name is Itsness.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Look it up. We're not...
No, that's her surname.
Kayla
Kayla
Itsness.
Yeah.
Got
Right.
it.
I don't know.
So,
Merry Christmas.
basically, this fantastic lady has created a armada of Instagram followers by being a super healthy person on Instagram, and she was sort of doing normal Instagram things, you know, pictures of her dog called Scout. God, that's good knowledge. And then, you know, having a nice time being a normal person. And then lots of people were emailing her like, "Hey Kayla, how are you getting so brilliantly fit? Because you're doing a really good job and you're very, very thin and strong."
Yeah.
So they were like, could you give me a few tips? And so she wrote a little ebook, and I think her husband's a tech savvy sort of guy, and so they made a little ebook together, and then after the ebook, they then kicked off like the monetized Instagram, and she's gone from strength to strength. She's got like 7 million Instagram followers.
8.4.
8.4! I was reading an old article.
Well-
That's heaps of Instagram followers.
I don't like her.
No, she's a good dude. You're inspiring loads of young ladies to get nice and fit.
Giving
in a
them
good way.
unrealistic body goals.
No, it's not. That's not what it is. It's about being.
She's tiny!
Well, she's a miniature person, but she doesn't say you need to look like me. She just says you need to be doing lots of different exercises.
I'm not sure
And-
that's helpful. That
and-
kind of thing.
No, well, that is a bit gross. But
I think she's a bit too naked to fully
she is
be behind
thin.
her.
She is definitely thin, but I think that's just her little. You shouldn't have to be shamed for being a thin person as well.
No, I'm not ashamed of her being thin, but I'm just saying it's unrealistic, isn't it?
Yeah, but healthily, I think she promotes like all sorts of body. You just need to make what your body frame carry good muscle and good fats. I think she's a good lady.
You can do any sweat program. You just need to go for 12 weeks. Doesn't sound hard. 12 weeks is always longer than you think it's going to be, though, isn't
Heaps
it?
longer. Heaps
You
longer.
think, well, that's.
And the other thing she's good at, it's only 28-minute workouts, and her diet plans aren't like too.
Do you think that's really
strangling.
what she's doing though to look like that?
I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, I reckon so. I think she drinks her own Kool-Aid.
Is that an expression?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you made it up.
No, I'm not that inventive. Yeah, I reckon she's a good girl. But lots about bikini body, which I'm not as big a fan of, because that's
that's one of the things about
yo-yos stuff.
Since we've come on YouTube, you didn't want to do this without your top on because you're not Beachbody ready.
I'm not Beachbody ready currently, so yeah, I don't normally record the podcast that naked. We're barely naked.
We've been pretty naked.
On that super hot day, we were both naked,
We had
like
to have
completely naked.
we weren't completely naked.
I was naked.
I think we're just in
Turtles
pajamas.
touching. Make of that whatever you will.
Turtles touching.
Make of that whatever you will.
Yeah. It's
Make
good.
of that whatever you will.
I will make of it what I will. And something about I don't want to mention horses now.
Oh, you've gone off horses now.
It made me think about
Such a
it.
bad subject.
And
Subject.
that gets on to something I wanted to ask you. Would you rather be all strong, right, but like in your rubbish body, or in your current body then,
Yeah.
or all sexy but be really useless and feeble?
Even more useless than people I am currently.
Yeah, and less actually physically fit, and you can't run.
Definitely the first one. There was a Channel 4 documentary about a great big Leviathan man and a pudgy stoner boy, and they were training. They were sort of supporting each other, and the giant man had to cut his weight all the way down because he had a little daughter, and he couldn't chase after his daughter in the park. They couldn't play in the park because he was such a Goliath. He didn't have the cardio ability to chase after this little girl. He was really sad, and he was really devoted, and he lost loads of weight, and then he was an absolute shred house.
Right.
The stoner boy was useless and fucked it all up.
Yeah, I was going to say what happened to Stoner Boy. And
He was hopeless.
So it's better to be fit than smoke weed all day.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew? This is brand new, groundbreaking facts coming straight out of the Mark and Ben
What do you reckon
mid-20s crisis.
What do you reckon is the worst way to get fit? Because I tried swimming once.
Swimming's
But-
well good. Low
No,
impact.
just drowning in a horizontal line.
It is not drowning in a horizontal
It
line.
is.
You're bad at swimming. You need to go to swimming lessons with a swim cap. Did you wearing a swim cap?
No, I don't want to wear a swim cap either. I didn't like that.
Did you wear tiny little budgie smugglers? Little sexy budgie smugglers.
In France.
Squeaking around.
In France, you're not allowed to go to public
Without them.
public swimming baths.
Yeah.
If
With
you're
shorts.
not in speedo.
Yeah. I think that's good.
That's not good.
Everyone should be as aerodynamic as possible. And also you could be smuggling all sorts of dirty detritus around in your shorts.
Aquadynamic.
That's quite right. I'm talking about pure diving.
Right. Yeah.
Air diving.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you've got to consider the two then.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're more about the dive though, aren't you?
I'm all about the dive.
But surely aren't the small little pants more likely to go and fall
Yeah, they
and
might
slip
be.
away?
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of, fella.
Have you ever? She's distracting.
Why are you looking at that girl, you dirty dog?
Well, I was doing it as his reference. It genuinely was research.
Please, Mum, it's research!
It is
That's you
research.
all over, pal.
It's
That's
not me
you
all
all
over.
over.
No, if anyone all
Well,
over.
I've
it's you.
interrupted you talking about fancying French men in tiny pants.
I don't remember what I was saying.
You were saying
No,
that. You were saying that verbatim.
Don't worry, everyone. If you're worried about what I was about to say, I assure you it was boring, and I was just clinging for something to say.
If you were wondering what Mark was saying, please send us an email that we won't read and you won't send.
have you got any advice? Give us your 101 mistakes not to make.
Well,
because I think.
So I've got a few
one off
stats to start with.
Yeah. They're big enough this time.
Yeah, they're massive. But I've got them all. They're probably about the same size, but on the screen much closer to my face.
That works.
So I wanted to read about, because we did touch upon before, people being dead angry about new people in the gym for January.
We did.
And I was then interested what the drop-off rate was. So 2016 stats, obviously 2017 would be more current, but I couldn't find them. 80% who joined a gym in January in 2016 quit within 5 months of having joined.
80% quit within 5.
Yeah, so of those who joined in January, 80% quit. But if
That's
that just
quite-
means 20% were having a good time, then the other 80%, bad luck then.
But
But
also those 80% might have thought, hold on, I'm
I can
just
do all
on the
this at
treadmill.
home.
Yeah.
and gym's well expensive.
It
So
is.
then I was like, why are people quitting? And like, of that survey, half of that 80 was because it was too expensive. Because the average gym goer in the UK is paying £32 a month.
Mm.
That's heaps a month.
Yeah, I do a lot of
That's
exercise.
like
and I
another
don't pay anything.
extortionate phone contract that you don't need.
That's true. But yeah, because I exercise quite a lot, but I don't pay
Are
anything
you
to
feeling
do it.
fit? I didn't ask you if you were feeling fit.
Not really. Well, you can see I'm dressed pretty fit.
You
if you're
look fit, man.
Yeah, wearing Peterborough United.
Also, I'm
t-shirt.
completely ill prepared for this podcast because I actually just got my Top Trumps FHM out for who the fittest girls I was liking at the moment.
Yeah, who's at the top? Jordan.
Well, the FHM 2000 and probably not even that. Rachel Stevens, I remember
Oh, yeah,
having
Rachel.
the hots for Rachel Stevens in a
Who would
in
it
a
be
very
now?
big way.
Who's like the in girl at the moment that everyone fancies?
I think it was Taylor Swift a couple of years ago.
It was also, what's her name? Jennifer Lawrence. People liked her.
Yeah. I don't know her now. Everyone's always beating their meat to Hermione Granger. Family podcast.
Let's change the subject immediately. I wish I could do a sound effect.
Yes, he has got his horrible machine. This is excellent. This is my setup with all these beautiful lights and all sorts, and he hasn't got his machine.
I'm totally out of my comfort zone.
I'm domineering at this point. Give me some facts, or I'll tell you some terrible.
I've got some facts.
Okay.
Why don't we have a little look at what the NHS say we should do?
I love it. Let's hit it.
It says this is getting fit for free,
Okay.
right?
I love this already.
But I mean, there's things it says like, just get off a station one stop early
Yeah.
on your commute to work.
Good idea.
If I did that, I wouldn't even get on my train, and it would be a 2-hour walk to work.
I think there's some common sense that needs to be applied.
Yeah.
Like, just get off at any station. No matter the route, like, I've missed the over. Oh, okay,
Right,
right.
if you're commuting in from Peterborough to London, it just means you get off at Stevenage.
Get off Stevenage. This isn't even close.
I need hiking gear to do that. Yeah. What else does it say? Right. People. Oh yeah. Research shows people who fit moderate activity, like walking, into their daily life burn
Yeah.
more energy. How is walking moderate activity?
Yeah.
What's minimal if walking is moderate?
PlayStation.
PlayStation's minimal. Just thumbing. Yeah. And
Thumbing yourself silly.
Yeah.
What were you going to say then?
And
Nothing.
yeah. And so, I mean, that would it gets your
I reckon
heartbeat
that's the
up.
end of the family podcast. I've had enough of the family
Yeah.
podcast.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
No, we're
No.
going to keep it under wraps. Keep it under wraps. Keep it under
We'll
wraps.
just milk this one through. Don't ever do that again. I
Okay,
can't
sorry,
believe that
sorry,
happened.
sorry,
That's
sorry.
the first time it's happened. We've
Right,
not,
I'm
we've not
sorry.
been drinking.
Right, well, I'll give it a beep. I'll give it a beep. No worries. No worries.
Oh gosh.
Very sorry.
Right, couch to 5k.
Overexcited.
Have you had
That-
that?
Yeah, I have. My mum tried to do that.
Oh, I was going to say it's not very hard, but now I don't want to do your mum down.
Well, I think my mum lost interest because it's boring.
Running is boring. You need a partner.
So, and also, I think it's tough to introduce running into your life when you're a little bit older as well, when you haven't done it, because it's a high impact, knee crunching
That's true.
activity. So she doesn't bother with that. She just goes for double length dog walks.
My chalky little ankles suffer,
Yeah, crunching them to
even
little
at right.
dusty pieces.
Yeah.
You're wearing little supports, are you?
I need new
Little
running
fragile.
trainers, Ben.
Oh, do you? Little running trainers.
You can't get fair trade trainers.
Oh, what?
I make my life so difficult. I'm such
Why
a
don't
bird.
you make your own?
Make my own trainers?
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
can't
sure.
be that hard.
But it might be easy just to run in barefoot.
Like some of those, you can wear those weird naked shoes. They're all naked when
Yeah,
they're along.
to be as if you're running barefoot.
Yeah.
I know it's even more authentic.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, but you don't want to stamp on glass.
That's
I
true.
think they have one glass shard absorbent.
That's true.
But yeah, just so we're clear, my mum doing a real good job. She's double length walking dog walks and enjoying it.
That's what you want to do. Walking's good though, as long as you do
Yeah,
proper
and she
walk.
she picks up a nice pace as well.
There was a good Joe Brand joke
You're
once,
gonna eat that for.
and her doctor apparently said you need to do some exercise, like every day. You need to be slightly out of breath.
Yes.
And I've ruined the joke by saying
Excellent.
I ruined the joke by saying exercise. You need to do something that
Yeah.
makes you slightly out
Yes.
of breath every day. And then she goes, So I started smoking again.
It still works. It still functions as a joke.
Yeah, as long as you don't screw it up. But that's why I'm not a professional comedian. I just do podcasts
try
and
that,
no one
Alice.
comments or cares about.
All right. You pull yourself out of that. What else have you got on there?
Stair climbing.
Oh,
What about stair It's called going upstairs,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's not an activity.
don't dress it up as a separate activity.
If you want to climb.
What are you up to today? Bit of stair climbing.
Yeah.
You mean you live in a house with stairs?
Yeah, I mean, you could do that. You're on the 9th story here, aren't you, in the penthouse suite?
I'm on the 18th for work as well.
Yeah.
That's heaps of stairs.
Oh, you might
Sometimes
die.
there's a fire alarm and I feel like I'm going to die, and that's downstairs.
Yeah. Do you sometimes go in the tubes where they tell you it's illegal to go up the stairs except in a
Yeah,
fire
love that.
escape?
Love
That's
that.
good, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
You feel like, well, I'm one of the world's toughest people.
Not only am I one of the world's toughest people, but also Bun the Man.
Yeah.
Too.
That's it. Yeah, sticking it to
Next.
the man. Park games.
I love park games.
Suggest-
Aerobie. I'm big into aerobie. As soon as spring rolls around, we're going to play a massive game of aerobie. Come along. You should
And
come along. Let's play the world's biggest game of aerobie with our huge audience. 6 people. 6 people in the field.
You'll all be welcome. Yeah, and we'll be lucky if we can get Margot and Claudia there to
Yeah.
be honest, probably, won't we?
I'll have to kidnap them or put them in a mudslide.
You also get very competitive about the quality of your frisbee.
Yeah, I do. That's because you've got a weak frisbee and I've got a bang up to date frisbee.
Your frisbee is
I don't even have one of
is
them.
over
do I?
engineered. I'm like Rocky from the one where he's training
He's
in the
trying
woods.
his hardest.
He's training in the woods, and the other guy is training in a sort of computer suite.
Yeah,
You're the
that's-
computer suite guy. But
Yes.
then who wins in the end?
The computer suite. I'm sure of it.
Just does control up delete, mate.
Control up. Don't
Can't
you
switch it
away,
back.
dog.
Yeah. So what they suggest is do hide and seek.
Park games, I think, is a brilliant one.
Yeah.
Hide and seek, and that's basically standing by a tree.
Yeah. That doesn't. I don't see any
No,
exercise.
Hide and seek can jog on. That's sort of an exercise pun as well.
Yeah.
It's all about aerobie. It's about rounders. It's about jogging on the spot, star jumps, and quoit.
Skipping, they also suggest.
Right. Oh yeah, I like skipping.
You used to be
well hard though.
Used to be a master.
Have you done skipping recently? Skipping is well hard.
It says it's
like fast skipping.
Yeah, it tells you. Oh, hold on. This means skipping along, not.
Oh,
Like,
I love that. I
not-
love skipping along. I was big into skipping. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Not jump rope.
Yeah, jump rope.
But yeah. So one thing I'd like to clarify is Michael McIntyre stole that thing off us, didn't he? That
Yeah, he
it's
did.
That it's quicker to go by skipping.
Yeah.
And more efficient.
You know, I knifed him.
You know.
Yeah, I knifed him.
Ben, this is going to be broadcast.
I wish I was a bit.
I've knifed him, and that's admissible in court. By the way.
Come at me, come at me, police. Yeah, no, I knifed him.
Do you want to try your acting face again?
Yeah, I'll try my hardest, right? Right.
Did you know that Michael McIntyre stole? You're never going to do that.
There's not a career there, ladies and gentlemen. There's not a career there.
Military style fitness classes.
No, but that's not free.
That's getting shot.
Shouted at.
Yeah, and
Not
shot.
shot at. Shouted at.
Shot out of a cannon. That is.
And gouged by barbed wire.
Yeah.
And having to deal with the fact you've killed a man.
Have you done it?
Sobbing into your.
I'm gonna.
Yes, bring the guest on. Please
Yes.
welcome the mystery guest.
Am I wrong in thinking you've done a fitness boot camp type thing before?
I think Kayla.
Yeah.
What's that?
What do you mean, what's that? I just banged on about it for about 25
Oh,
minutes.
Kayla, yeah, right. Oh, but that's not in a.
Oh, I can't believe it. My life is so meaningless. I convey like an ounce of
Well, it was
meaningful
boring.
data, and you ignore it completely, and it's your brain is like a sieve.
I forgot her name.
You was just staring at her breast. It was unreasonable.
Not her breast, her abs.
It was a weird concave stomach, wasn't it?
She had too many abs. You shouldn't be able to see the inside of someone's body.
No, that's
There's
true.
no way
that
that's
should be
healthy.
private.
Yeah, it should.
It should be a private.
Keep your abs to yourself.
Yeah, just because I've got abs falling out of my trousers.
I had another
Try
fitness
my
point.
hardest.
Don't know. Oh yeah, who's fitter out of you and me? Me.
I think you at the moment.
No, I meant fitter the other way. Well,
Oh,
both-
me.
No, me.
No, it is me. It definitely
That's
is
the
me.
funniest thing
It
you've
is
said.
definitely me. Look at our. You've grown a beard to try and conceal it, but I've got such a strong jaw.
That's not why I've grown a beard.
Yeah, you have to conceal your weak neck,
No, I've got a strong neck.
weak chin.
I've got the thickest neck this side of the River Nile. It's well thick. It's thicker than my face. I look like Mika Hakkinen.
You don't look anything like Mika Hakkinen. I look like Mika Hakkinen's rally car. That's how thick my neck is.
Do you know who Mika Hakkinen is?
Of course I do.
That's good.
I'm bang up to Mika Hakkinen.
Good.
Um,
Late 90s sports references. That's what
all
this
the
is about.
gear, no idea. That's a big silliness around trying to get fit, and it's a trap that I fall in all of the time.
Yeah, I don't do any gear. I do minimal gear.
You're trying to buy posh trainers. That's gear.
I don't want to buy posh trainers. I said fair trade.
Oh yeah.
I got the cheapest ones I could, and then I realised I made in Bangalore.
Oh dear.
So I thought.
Well, where would you like? Who do you want to make your trainers? Me. Do you want me to make your trainers? Send us an email if you want.
I just don't want any money to go to other countries.
Oh god, real isolationist policy.
I don't know what the right thing to do is anymore. Ben.
Make your own.
I can't.
Let's find
some woolen
a
trainers.
big pot of molten rubber. We'll
Yeah.
dip your foot in.
Ethically
Bing,
sourced
bang,
rubber.
boom. Yeah, I don't know. No, because it grows in rainforests, doesn't it?
Great.
We'll grow a short rainforest out of rubber.
Mm.
Recycle tyres. We'll find a load of tyres, melt
That's
them
what
down, dip your feet in them. It might hurt.
That might smart.
That's smarter little smelting some trainers out of rubber
That's
tyres.
when you go for your GP checkup. Sorry, why are your feet entirely encased in rubber? No, don't worry about it. I'm just ethically sourced
Yeah,
trainers.
don't worry about that, pal. No, I'm just a bit, I'm beyond the curve, head of the curve, pal. Yeah, well, I probably don't do that. No, be try hardest. I like your efforts, though. It's nice efforts.
Yeah, well, I'll just run these trainers into the ground, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, they're doing that already, right?
I've not
That's the
done that.
whole USP of trainer. It can be run into the ground.
Quite literally.
Quite literally.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
That's not a pun, just an expression, but
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Okay, well, I could keep going on about these until I'm horse in the mouth.
There we are.
No,
It's
it's
not a
blue,
horse
isn't
in the mouth.
Till I've gone horse.
You've just stolen the last half of your expression. Oh, I'm horse in the mouth now.
Horse.
Horse. Yeah, I'm all about connective tissue. That's the last note I have.
What's connective tissue?
All
Why are
about
you so disenfranchised with your own points?
I'm all about, because I keep making them, they're all tiny and useless. Keep making them. So the connective tissue is all the bits that join your muscles to your bones or your muscles to your muscles.
Like cartilage.
Yes, but it's not, so cartilage is definitely an important thing to look after, but it's not
Like your
something
intercostal
directly.
muscles.
That's between your ribs, so good try. It's like ligaments and tendons, whichever way around they are.
I got it, I'm with you.
And
100%,
they all need to
NDP.
be stretched and loved, because it's all well and good doing a bit of running, doing a bit of hide and seek or whatever your park games might be.
Yeah.
But you need to look after your connective tissue, because that's what gets you in the end. It doesn't matter. Like lots of people eventually die of heart disease and cardiovascular nightmares.
Biggest
But
killer in the UK.
all the way up to that, they're all crippled in their beds because they can't move their knees anymore. So my dad, the least active man this side of the Nile, has been attending yoga every week, and he's excellent, and he's really enjoying it. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
he does
Well
a
done.
bit go to the pub straight afterwards,
Don't-
but
Equalised.
connective tissue is still being
That's good.
massaged and allowed to flourish, because it gets all starved of oxygen, then becomes iron, and then you become a big iron person when you're like 65.
An iron.
And then you
boulder.
can never become a walker man ever again, because your iron ligaments snap in a cold snap.
Well, that's good. I mean, also you mentioned.
for him.
You
That's what I
mentioned that
said.
he's the least active man this side of the River Nile.
Yeah, he's
Who-
not. That was unfair. He
Who's-
likes a dog walk. Who's on the other side of the River Nile?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Stuart Wong.
Stuart Bohr.
Don't have a go, Stuart Wong.
I'll have a go. I like.
He's on this side of the Nile as well. You
Yeah,
did.
well, he's on holiday.
Where?
I've sent him on holiday purely to make that reference.
Stuart, go to Vladivostok. And then he goes.
I'll hear nothing more about it.
All right.
yeah.
Shout out Stuart Ball.
Big,
if you're listening.
big news. Big
Do we
news.
know if he listens?
No, he almost certainly doesn't.
Okay.
I was going to talk to him about it, but I was too chicken at the pub. I think that's a lovely old podcast, don't
yeah.
you?
Sorry for swearing, Mum and Dad.
Yeah, sorry, Mum. And Dad. Lovely to see you all.
Lovely
Lovely to
podcast.
have you, YouTube. I think you should tell us how good the quality is of this lighting rig, because I am
No one
chuffed.
watches. Never mind cares. But I mean, if you do happen to be watching, Rodrigo, then let us know.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant stuff. Thank you very much. Have a brilliant week, everyone. And this has been the Mark and Ben, and we've been talking about
Fitness.
fitness.
Solved.
It was episode 37, I think.
Ah, who gives a Bye.
Thank you very much for listening to that bit of podcast that you listened to.
And if you want to get in touch with us on social media, we are The Mark and Ben on everything, including Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Woohoo!